A 2-out double by Acuna. Swanson, a 4-pitch walk. And the batter is the best hitter, Freddie Freeman. Here we go. Ground ball to first. Kimbrel's got a cover. Rizzo beat into the bag. Cubs win. Oh man. Kimbrel said, "Thanks, big boy."
Wow. What a way to end the ball game. Wow.
He became a spectator.
Yeah, Freeman crossed him up, tried to pull that ball, hit it pretty well down the line. Rizzo was positioned well and just wins that race to the bag. He looks up, sees Kimbrel's not going to be there in time, so the sprint is on.
Yeah, Kimbrel just, you can tell no matter how much experience, all-star, all the success, he was in the moment, and he completely forgot to cover first base.
So he does get the save in his Cubs debut. Freeman doing everything he could to beat the diving Rizzo, but Anthony got there. And the Cubs go 5-5 on this homestand, which feels appropriate because they've been basically a 500 team now for several weeks. 13-13 in the month of June, but a big comeback win today.
Yeah, the hope was obviously coming off that last road trip where they got beat up in Denver and Los Angeles. They come here, get healthy. That obviously did not play out, but a very important game to get here today. Coming from 6-1 down. Best comeback of the year. Kimbrel gets in there, hangs on, does his thing. Contributions up and down the lineup. A good way to head out of town.
Then his toast of the game is Craig Kimbrel. Denny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs.
It wasn't easy, but he picks up his first save in a Cub uniform. A little help from Big Riz down here at first base.
So we're going to send it down to the field. It's our On the Diamond interview presented by James & Sons Fine Jewelers.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, Craig, you have a number of saves. You've been in a number of big moments, but what were the emotions like for you as you made your Cubs debut just now?
Well, I was just trying to stay under control, trying to take in the moment. It's been a long time since I've been out there on the mound, so today was opening day for me. It couldn't have worked out any better with us coming back and winning this game and getting the opportunity to get out there and sling the rock. And Rizzo made a good play there at the end of the game to save that ball from going down the line and made a nice diving play at first. So it's definitely a good way to start this off.
You mentioned a long time. Can you put into words what this journey has been like for you between free agency and finally landing here with the Cubs?
It's been long, but I truly believe everything works out for a reason. I'm here in Chicago for a reason. And I'm just happy to be back on the field, in the clubhouse, competing, doing what I love to do.
You know, Jason Hayward talked about how he had texted you. He certainly wanted and felt like you deserved to play at a place like this. He had a big afternoon. In general, do you get a sense of what this team is all about yet?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when I was sitting there looking at where I wanted to go, the personnel on the ball club and the potential of the ball club was definitely one of the factors of me choosing to come here to Chicago. So to see the guys go out there and put up some big hits at key times, that's what we need right now, and we just keep on rolling.
My understanding is Rizzo likes steak, so you could probably thank him with that if you wanted to.
I'm sure we'll get a couple dinners.
Thank you so much, Craig. We appreciate the time.
No problem. Thank you.
Guys, there you have it. First save as a Cub. Big afternoon, and James & Sons Fine Jewelers has donated $250 to the Mercy Home for boys and girls.
Kelly, thank you. Good stuff. Time now for the Jimmy John's freaky fast pitch of the game. The final pitch of the afternoon. We all held our breath for a second.
Yeah, they've had success pitching Freeman in, but he got pretty good rip at this one. But Anthony there to make the play, save the day, and hugs all the way around.
Make sure you join us Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Brunch with the Cubs in Cincinnati. That's our pregame coverage time. For JD, for Doug, for Kelly, our entire NBC Sports Chicago crew here at Wrigley. Glenn Casper with your final. Cubs 9, Braves 7. Stay tuned. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois post-game live is next. And follow additional coverage on the My Teams app.
Today, C is for Cubbies. Yeah, all right.
Welcome to the Craig Kimbrel era. Anyway, wow. Got a little dramatic there at the end, but the Cubs do find a way to win. They split their 10-game homestand. They split their 4 games with the Atlanta Braves, and Craig Kimbrel gets his first save as a member of the Chicago Cubs. He's David DeJesus. I'm David Kaplan. The Cubs Postgame Live is now on, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Okay, I'm just going to say this once. No, it probably will be more than once.
Yeah.
They got stuff they got to clean up.
Definitely.
They do.
Definitely.
Rizzo not running out of the box right away. Bryant did that the other day. Kimbrel forgetting to cover first base. These are pros. They're better than that, and they got to clean this stuff up.
Definitely. And a win helps out today. You can mask some things with wins, but overall, just this game is not playing clean. You know, these little errors, these little mental mistakes that they continually have to go through each and every game, it's costing some wins. And at the end of the season, you can look back and be like, hey, those little running mistakes, not blocking a pitch in front of you, those things can lead to you not making the playoffs.
All right, but they did win today. So we'll take the W. The Cubs beat the Braves. We'll get into all the good things. We'll show you everything that went down and how Craig Kimbrel did in his initial save opportunity with the Cubs. He's David DeJesus. I'm David Kaplan. We'll be right back to Cubs Postgame Live next.
It's the 4th of July sale at Ace.
The perfect time to buy a grill from our exclusive lineup of premium brands.
Right now, get free assembly and free delivery on grills $3.99 and up.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
We got no free pass. Everything we have, we've earned. We earn it when you feel your heart race, when your eyes go wide. Because more powerful than respect given is respect earned. The unmistakable Lexus IS.
Lease the 2019 IS 300 all-wheel drive for $349 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Hey, who are you?
Oh, hey, Jeff, I'm a car thief.
What?
I'm here to steal your car because, well, that's my job.
What?
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 It happens.
And you got cut rate car insurance? Paying for this could feel like getting robbed twice.
So get Allstate. I'd be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
While America celebrated the fall of Prohibition, Jim Beam didn't raise a single glass. He wanted his first drink to be of his own bourbon. He didn't have much money, but he did have a few friends, people who were raised the right way. Over 120 days, they rebuilt the distillery. And while their names might not be on our bottle, it's because of them we can raise this bourbon today. Jim Beam, raised right.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns and full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
Looking for the perfect SUV value? Look no further than a new 2019 QX30 with all-wheel drive from Motorworks Infiniti in Barrington. Enjoy all the luxury, performance, and technology and save 25% off MSRP. Or take to the road in a 2019 Q50 Lux with all-wheel drive for only $339 per month for 39 months. Watch the value add up with our complimentary Works perks, including lifetime car washes and free Starbucks privileges for life. Motorworks Infiniti in Barrington. Welcome to the circle.
Cubs baseball on NBC Sports Chicago is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity. Stay connected to your team with Xfinity, the official internet provider for the Chicago Cubs. And by Wintrust, home of the Cubs checking. Visit wintrust.com/Cubs to open today. This is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
Here we go. Ground ball to first. Kimbrel's got a cover. Rizzo beating the back. Cubs win. Ooh, man. Kimbrel said, "Thanks, big boy."
Wow. Way to end the ball game.
Well, Cubs get her done. 9-7. Dramatic ending. They're 7 over. Chatwood picks up a win. Tomlin gets a loss. And Kimbrel gets his first save. 9-10-0. A little bit better than 7-8-1. And welcome in to our Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois Cubs post-game live with David DeJesus. I'm David Kaplan. So it got some high drama there at the end. But you can't deny the fact there was electricity, the ballpark, in our newsroom here on our set. When that guy came in and the arm starts dangling here and everybody's all excited, everyone's got their phones out.
For sure.
It reminded me of 2016 when Aroldis Chapman came in.
It was special. Man, just right here. He said he wanted to soak it in a little bit. He stopped for a second and then got rolling. But, man, what this guy did on the mound, he came out hot. That was right 98, 97. As the third, that's a tough pitch right there, but he was able to get that call. He needed that call because he was battling him a little bit. He couldn't put him away with the pitch. The next batter, he struck out, and then he ground ball right here, and then he just lost it a little bit. The velocity went down, and I think it was just the pent up anxiety, everything's there. So he just got a little behind, but he made the pitch. He was able to come back and make this pitch.
He just forgot to cover.
Exactly.
And that stuff's got to get cleaned up.
Yeah.
But Rizzo with a hell of a play.
It was a foot race right there. And you saw, I think, I have less ground to cover than Freddie Freeman.
Right.
I can win this.
Right. Rizzo looked and went, "Oh, God, where are you?"
Exactly.
It was funny. So they get it done. But again, we talked at the start, that stuff's got to get cleaned up.
Yes, and they're happy. The offense is happy because the Braves defense let them down today. Playing the outfield, Flowers behind the plate, not blocking a couple balls. They were given some runs, but the offense took advantage of those opportunities today.
Big time. This also, with Craig Kimbrel now being activated and being available, has allowed Joe to lengthen his bullpen. So you go to the 6th inning. Steve Cishek, all of a sudden he's pitching in the 6th, gets a strikeout there, and then you're able to go to Kinsler, to Strope, to Kimbrel. That's a totally different thing. And you imagine if you add in a lefty you trade for and you add in Brandon Morrow?
And then you have C.J. Edwards, if he can come back and throw with confidence that you saw him that he had in the past. Man, this bullpen's looking really good. But you got to get a left-handed reliever. I think that's the number one thing the Cubs have to do right now.
100%. They got to go out and make a trade. Whoever it is, Sean Doolittle, Will Smith, somebody of impact.
Exactly.
Where you go, oh my God, there's Christian Yelich in September. There's Cody Bellinger in the playoffs. Boom.
Yeah.
I got a guy for that.
We have a guy just sitting there waiting for those guys.
Right.
And that's what the Dodgers in the past have had for Rizzo. For big-time lefties, they had that lefty. That's what the Cubs need to match up with those guys.
The Red Sox had Tommy Hotovy for you. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights. Kyle Schwarber leads off the bottom of the first with his 17th home run of the season. It is a laser beam to right. The Cubs grab an early 1-0 lead. He has 5 leadoff homers since May 24th. That ball was smoked.
I really like this swing. Nice, confident. This is a hanger over the middle of the plate, and that's what you do with it. He kept his head down, stayed through the baseball. Didn't try and do too much with it. Just square it up with the barrel, do the talking, and that ball took off.
Yeah, he roped that one a rocket, and it gets the Cubs the early lead. And then Freddie Freeman comes to the plate. It's a 2-1 ball game, and you turned to me at lunch and said, this could be 4-1 real quick here.
Boom. Yes, and Tyler Chatwood, that was not a good start for him today. He left pitches out over the plate. We'll talk about him later, but this is Freddie Freeman. This is what he does. You make a mistake pitch, he's not just going to get a single. He's going to drive it out of the park.
All right, Cubs started their comeback in the 4th inning. They get a Rizzo walk to start things off. He had a good at-bat. He worked. Look at the number of pitches that were thrown right there. And now you got the leadoff man on. And then Javi is going to get himself a double. He puts it right in the gap. One hop to Gallagher door out there in left field. And then a base hit from Jason Hayward. And you're right back in the ball game.
Hap, you said it. If we can get a couple runs here, and this was the biggest run right here, make it 6-4, and you have a shot. That's what we were talking about at lunch.
Right, and here you'll see it coming. Carlos Gonzalez is going to get ejected here for arguing. It's the same thing Brian McCann argued in the 9th inning. Give the umpire credit. Maybe you agree with the call or not. He was consistent.
Exactly.
And then here's the pitch that Tyler Flowers has to do a better job on that. Great read by Hayward. Gets you to 6-4. And I said to you then, we can get out of this thing at least 6-4. They got it to 6-4. They're right back in the baseball
And that's
game.
Flowers right there. You got to be able to, as a catcher, manipulate the ball to keep it in front of you. Because if, as a runner at third base, if I see it to go to one side or the other, especially towards the first base bag, I'm taking off coming home.
Yep.
So that was a great job by Jason Hayward as well.
Yeah, really good read. So they get the job done, and they get back in the game 6-4. Now we go to the 5th. Chris Bryant is going to get a very fortunate break here.
That's what he sees.
He hits that ball out to right field. And here comes Markakis. I'm sure he took his eye off for a second as he saw the center fielder coming right at him. And the next thing you know, you got a man standing there at second base, and the Cubs are back in business again. That's just a play that they've got to make.
Yeah, the center fielder has to be able to call that off because you're in charge there. You make the call, and that was a tough play for Markakis.
And then Rizzo with a ground rule double. He just slices one down the left field line. It bounces into the stands, and this is a really good piece of hitting. That ball is smoked from Jason Hayward, who had a really good day again.
This guy continues to, man, he's hot right now. He's running the base as well. He is swinging a hot bat, but look at that swing, nice and flat. He's all about getting the barrel to the baseball right now, and you're seeing a confident hitter.
Okay, did you see how he came out of the batter's box?
Yeah.
Like, that's a video you show everybody else running hard the whole way, and then Caratini crushes one. That ball's up, that ball's out. 8-6, Cubs have the lead, and that would be your game-winning hit.
Yes, and this is hitting with runners in scoring position. It happened a lot today, and Caratini has done a lot of good things off the bench. It's not easy to come and get the big hit. He seems like he has that thing to be able to get that big hit in a big situation.
I want to go back though to Jason Hayward. We'll play Joe Maddon, or have Joe Maddon in a moment for you. Jason Hayward came out of the batter's box there, and he is sprinting from the get-go.
Yeah.
And he cuts the corners. JD even talked about it on the broadcast, as did Doug Glanville. Yeah. The way he runs the bases, cuts the inside of the base. He is an absolute fundamental star in terms of how he approaches his job.
100%. He's pro. I think that's the word we talk about.
Exactly.
He's just a professional player. He does the right thing in the right time. He knows how to handle himself on and off the field. And I'm so happy to see him being able to produce at the plate the way he is.
All right, time to hear from manager Joe Maddon, brought to you by Comcast Business, built for business.
That's some entertainment today, wasn't it? That was first-class stuff. The way we came back, we've been having, those issues or troubles, but we didn't today. Pretty impressed. Was it 6-1 at one point? I think 6-1 down. Give Chatwood a lot of credit, because without 5 innings right there, that doesn't happen. I don't know how to piece that together today. Trying to stay away from certain guys they would have pitched had we needed them to, but trying to stay away from. So it came down to 4 innings of relief, and the guys nailed it, and that was outstanding. And of course, the reception that Craig got, I was really impressed with how he walked out there and just started firing strikes. I mean, very much in control of his emotions, which spoke loudly to me. And also great stuff at Stropey, 2 days in a row. Really good. Kinsler keeps nailing it down in Cishek. You know, the Albies, doesn't matter. The guy just hits us. But great team effort, great team win.
Joe, did it feel like 2016 or when Aroldis Chapman came in for the first time? Was it a deja vu kind of thing?
I can't deny that I did think of that. And I was thinking about also the times when I did bring him in early on and I attempted to get 4 outside him. I remember, I think it was Leonis Martin hit a gapper to left central. And then I found out that he can't or doesn't want to do that yet. So all those things come flooding. It's weird. It's weird how that happens. I think it was a day game also that he might have debuted. So thought about it. The fans reacted wonderfully. And like I said, just put yourself in Craig's shoes coming into that moment in this place. It also speaks to his experience level, the fact that he's been there and done that on the biggest stage. So it's pretty interesting to watch.
Is this kind of like the exhibit A of how that bullpen slant goes out? You know, where you can see Shanks in the 6th and line it up like
right, just take one inning away. Like I said, if Chatwood doesn't go 5, then just add another inning to the mix. You can't express how important that is. It matters. Those 3 outs are so big, and you see what the kid Acuna. I mean, my God, what is that? I mean, we're talking about Albies. That kid is so advanced in regards to his baseball abilities at his age. They're good. They're really good. We're really good. We bookend them. We've been into bookending this homestand. I'll take it because they're that good too.
So, is there no denying the aura that a guy like this brings, and even extra adrenaline maybe for not only himself but the team?
Oh yeah, there's definitely a little bit of kick to that. The guys felt it. I was watching them watch him as he came in, and again, I'm watching him. That's where my focus was. Primarily, this is a tough moment to come into. I mean, I know he's done well. He's got a nice contract, but I mean, tough moment emotionally to come into, and to get out there, the music blaring, the fans up, and then once he got into his little pose, and it was great theater. It was great theater.
Well, it's not the All-Star break, but we're halfway home regular season.
Okay.
The glass more than half full for you?
Oh yeah. Listen, you know, the problems that we've had are definitely fixable. And meaning that, to really nail down the offense with, situational hitting getting better as the season's in progress. Guys that may have struggled to this point have great track records. They're going to do well. Again, I think the starting pitching's getting a little bit of a blow right now, which I think is necessary. And then the bullpen, you've got this added person in the bullpen that really is a huge difference maker. So, of course, I'd like to be in better position. Of course, we've left some chicken on the bone, no question. But I think as we get it all together, like today, we played one of the more elite teams in baseball. I think we're one of them, and you can see it's a toe-to-toe kind of thing. It's pretty interesting.
Rizzo looked like he was diving for a pylon there at the end.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have some PFP tomorrow. That's probably the one thing that we didn't give Anthony credit. He read it early enough because Freddie's gonna run. Freddie runs better than you think. So he did dive for the pylon. Fortunately, there was no review. We went through it, the whole thing, and listen, it was a very dramatic, exciting game for a Thursday afternoon.
Is that not a surprise for Craig to freeze a little bit? I mean, he's probably so focused on the batter.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not blowing him up. Like I said, when you walk into that moment, that's where your training needs to take over, where you don't even think you react. I am certain he'll get there the next time, and he might even have thought it was a foul ball. I don't know, but every time the ball's hit on that side, a pitcher's got to move to that first base bag, and I'm sure he will.
All right, there you go, Joe Maddon. He said we're going to have some pitchers fielding practice, PFP.
Yes, and he missed spring training. This is the only time he was down in Iowa. I know he wasn't doing it probably in Arizona.
He wasn't doing it in Iowa.
Yeah, and this is a big-time game. He just kind of got locked up. It's one of those situations. The situation kind of froze him for a sec, but he's a pro. He'll get back.
Yeah, they'll get that cleaned up. All right, now for our BioFreeze player performance. Fast-acting, powerful pain relief. Cubs use to feel no limits. Jason Hayward. Okay, in the last 6 games, this guy's hitting .524. .524. He has 11 hits. He's got a triple, couple doubles, a home run. Today, 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, scored 2, and this guy just plays like a pro.
Yes, and yesterday had just a ground out to just keep just put another run on the board. He's just having professional at-bats, and you see him run the bases. Watch him cut this right there. Cuts it, goes straight to third base. Man, he's just putting on a tutorial right now. Yeah, this guy's a big dude.
Yeah.
He's way taller than you. Way taller than you.
Yeah, he actually could post me up. As we head to our first break here on Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Let's look back at today's 7th inning stretch, sung by his guy, the Cookie Monster.
Today, C is for Cubbies. Yeah, all right. Let me hear you, Gary. On 1, on 2, on 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. Me not care if me ever get back for its root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you out at the old ball game.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
Mom, why is this guy doing that? Get in the house, son. Now!
We plan on broadcasting from this frequency as long as we're able.
The whole world's waiting for your solution.
Everything's gonna be just fine.
You found its weakness?
I found our strength. And the best part is, we've been carrying it the whole time.
Game, set, match.
I know, right?
Going to the Shawn Mendes Verizon Up concert was like an out-of-body experience.
Why the Yusuf Say sisters chose Verizon.
We were right in front of him. Front row. Actually, Zermina, you touched Shawn Mendes.
Yeah, I
She
touched him.
Shawn Mendes.
He like held my hand for a while, and then we got to meet him after, which was like
Another surprise.
yeah. We love Verizon even more now. I'll never forget that day ever.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like thousands of tickets to concerts, festivals, and private shows. Plus a free Samsung Galaxy when you switch. That's Verizon.
Right now, try a set of Firestone tires for 90 days with the industry-leading 90-day buy and try guarantee. If you're not satisfied, we'll refund or replace. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Compare Comcast Business to your current provider.
My current service provider does not provide half of what you provide. And to know that I could save money, I'd be thrilled.
This sounds like a whole business package, which would be incredible.
So what are you guys waiting for?
Let's do it.
Comcast Business gives you more, and now's the perfect time to switch. Get fast, reliable internet for a low price of $49.95 a month.
Better, faster, sign me up.
Call today at 1-800-501-6000. Comcast Business. Beyond fast.
She's here! Take cover, everyone! Move!
Come on.
Ding dong! Go back to work!
You ain't ready to play with the grown-ups.
I wish you were little.
You went to bed grown and then you woke up a child again. To everyone, you are a child, so start acting like one.
Think you're the boss of me?
I'm requesting backup. We have a black mama whooping.
Who's the boss now?
Turn it off. Be the first to buy now and watch anytime, anywhere on your favorite screens with DirecTV Cinema. Movie start at channel 125.
A lot of people don't know me as a player. They just know me as a broadcaster. And when you have different camera angles, things start sticking out. I always wondered what I could do with the balding spot in my head.
Here at Restore, we've mastered a procedure that doesn't require any cutting or stitches. It's the best method to regrow your own hair.
I'm certainly glad that I've made that decision. It was very easy. It was just amazing.
Call 800-260-8282 to learn more and receive a $500 Restore discount. Call 800-260-8282 now.
Attention, if you owe money to the IRS, they're cracking down this year by garnishing paychecks and seizing assets. Don't let tax debt destroy your life. Call Optima Tax Relief. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, a special IRS program that could save you thousands if you qualify. Optima's resolved over $500 million of tax debt and will fight to get you the best deal possible. Call for a free consultation.
Call 800-317-2884. 800-317-2884.
Gerber Collision and Glass, play of the game. Victor Caratini is going to turn and burn. That one's up and that one's out.
Love that short swing right there. A 1-0 little hanger, I would call that. Hanger over the middle. He wanted that to drop more. With the backdoor cutter, left it over the middle. That's what the Cubs needed to break the tie, push them over for the win.
There you go. Caratini delivers, and the Cubs end up winning the ball game. Welcome back to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by our great partners at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Let's take a look at the Cubs winning box score. And there's some good productivity in the Cubs offense today. You got the leadoff homer from Schwarber. Chris had a rough day, 0 for 4. Rizzo gives me a key performer win, 5th straight, by the way. 2 for 3, an RBI and 2 runs scored. Javi had a knock. Hayward had a good day with a triple, 2 hits, 2 for Victor Caratini and that home run and 2 knocked in, and 1 for Daniel Descalso.
You know, I like that middle right there, Jason Hayward, Victor Caratini. You know, good job on the Rizzo pick. That was a quality pick. I'll give you that. But overall, they got the job done when they needed to. This is a big win before going to Cincinnati, where the Cincinnati Reds have played the Cubs really well.
They have much better baseball. Let's take a look at the Braves box score for today in this series finale. Acuna Jr. had that double in the 9th inning off Kimbrel. He scored twice, 1 for 3 on the day. Dansby Swanson had a double and 3 knocked in, 2 for 4 today. Freddie Freeman, his 22nd home run, a 2-run shot. He was 1 for 5 on the day. Markakis, 2 for 4 and scored a run. 2 knocks for Ozzie Albies, and they held the bottom of the order and Austin Riley, so 3 of the final 4 hitters in check.
Yes, a lot of zeros there, and they held in check Josh Donaldson pretty much the whole series. That guy is a big, probably, he covers Freddie Freeman, and he sets a tone for the Markakis and bottom half. So they did a good job of putting him zeros pretty much the whole series.
Ozzie Albies continues to crush the Chicago Cubs. Do not pitch to this man. He is a beast. Wow, what a play.
This guy swings it, and it doesn't matter who it is, lefty, righty, this guy will do damage. He's looking for pitches out over the plate. Is not afraid to swing the bat first pitch or make you work. And when he's at Wrigley Field, he does damage like this whole series. This guy is unbelievable.
Yeah, if he ever gets the free agency, you better sign here, kid.
Yeah, exactly. Here or someone else that plays against the Cubs.
Yeah, it is unbelievable how good this kid is. He is a stud.
Yeah.
All right, time for our pitching recap from today's ball game. Had an interesting pitching matchup. 2 guys trying to get some traction on their respective staff. Bryce Wilson back up from the minors, and Tyler Chatwood. Got 4 1/3 out of Wilson, 6 hits, 4 earned, 6 Ks and a walk, 82 pitches, 63 for strikes. So he was throwing a lot of strikes.
Yeah.
And then Tyler Chatwood went 5 innings. He did pick up the win. 6 hits, 6 earned. And you see, this is a guy with really electric stuff. You can see why people like him. But man, oh man, he just puts himself in trouble.
Yes, and it seems like there's runners on base all game long when he pitches.
4 walks again.
It's unbelievable. It's, you know, some of these pitchers are like that one is like, where did that come from? Look at that in that top corner of the box there. But somehow he was able to give them 5 innings. They needed 5 innings. He gave up 6 earnings, but the offense, sometimes you need the offense to step up, have a game like they had today, and pick up your pitcher, and that's what they did for him today.
4 walks is a season high for Tyler Chatwood. Look, you watch 97 right there.
Yeah.
He was sitting 96.
Yeah.
This guy's stuff is elite.
But it's when is he going to get over the hump? It's the same question I asked about you, Darvish. When are you going to make the adjustment, not just keep us on this up and down amusement park ride? It's let's get going on an up trajectory and continue with that.
Right. We'll see if they can get this thing figured out with him. The stuff is there.
Yeah.
Good guy in the room. Everybody loves him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's sitting in we saw 98 out of him today.
Yeah. He's a hard worker. He puts in the time. It's just
like there's nothing about him other than his inability to command the strike zone where you go, boy, that guy can't pitch at the big league level.
But that's what pitching is, though, being able to command the strike zone. And he hasn't shown that he can completely do that start after start.
All right. Let's head into the clubhouse. It's our Miller Game Report you'll hear right now from Tyler Chatwood.
Pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. You know, he just makes our bullpen a lot longer. So I think guys know when they're going to pitch. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Tyler, Joe was saying that fifth inning and stuff that you got, you said that was so huge. Was that in your mind kind of as you were going out there?
Yeah, you know, they've just put up a bunch of runs right there. So, you know, obviously you don't want to walk the leadoff guy, but I was able to get a double play and throw up a zero, kind of keep the momentum on our side. And, you know, we took the lead in the bottom half of that inning and ended up winning the game.
You've induced a lot of double plays, but, you know, four leadoff men got reached.
Yeah.
Is that bothersome? I mean, you can't. I guess the question is, you can't get saved by the double play every time. Right?
I've been doing it my whole career, so 9 years, we'll find out. No, obviously you want to get the guy out, but it's always not going to go according to plan. So I'm a ground ball guy. I get a lot of them, so I have that in my back pocket.
Tyler, what was the mood like in the dugout? Kimbrel came out, the fans. It was pretty cool.
I wasn't in the dugout, but I can only imagine. You know, I'm sure everybody's going crazy. They probably came here to watch him pitch, and they got to see him pitch, so it's pretty neat.
All right, so there's Tyler Chatwood through 90 pitches, but just 52 for strike. You like to be in that 63, 64, 65% of your pitches for strike. Yeah. He wasn't quite there.
Yeah, he's a guy that really relies on that double play like he talked about. He's been in the pros for 9 years, and he's a guy that's going to attack the corners, will get some guys on base, but he's able to make the pitch to limit the damage.
All right, time for our James & Sons Fine Jewelers Fielding Gem. There were some interesting plays today because of the sun, the high sky, the wind, the bottom of the third. Chris Bryant with the blooper to shallow right, and Freddie Freeman. This is a big-time play.
This is a big-time play because not one time did he turn around.
I mean, how did he make that?
Right, like Markakis, you feel him. As you're running out there, you're feeling Markakis coming in, and at the last second, he just threw the glove out there, and it went in there. That's not easy to do, especially the right field with the winds at Wrigley Field. The sun he didn't have to worry about because he was looking the other way, but man, his back was to the play the whole time.
Oh my goodness. And then he had another play down the line right here.
Yeah.
And he gets some beer on him.
Yeah. I thought he was going to catch this. I was like, no way. At the last second, he threw that arm up, and I'm happy that he's okay.
Right. And
then right here,
he splashes into the beer.
Oh, it gets all over his
arm.
He's like, hey,
he's laughing with Ozzy.
He's getting a quick little.
He's like, oh,
I'm thirsty.
Tastes pretty good.
Yeah. I've had that stuff before.
Less filling, tastes great. Less filling, tastes great. All right, we'll be right back. Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield in Illinois. This reminder, if you want Cubs coverage on the go, download the My Teams app by NBC Sports. The latest stories, podcasts, interviews, and highlights, all available on your phone. Download the My Teams app today.
Hi. Hi. Oh, we all just got new smartphones at Cricket. Hi. Hi. Hola. Hi. Hi. Okay, bye. Bye.
Thank you to the obstacles that stand in the way of our vacation. Thank you to the detours and delays and everything that gets in the way of summer. Because you remind us of our love for the open road. Summer starts now. Hurry into the BMW Summer on Sales event and get up to $4,500 credit on select models now through July 31st.
I'm Christina Stumble, and I chose the Spark Cash Card from Capital One. With unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy, why wouldn't I get this card? I redeemed $115,000 in cash back, which doubled our marketing budget last summer. What's in your wallet?
Chicago, you've got great taste. Thanks for making us your #1 beer. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Hey, I'm celebrity home improvement expert Frank Fontana, and I deal with a lot of heating and air conditioning issues. And did you know that a dirty air conditioner can lead to higher utility bills and costly breakdowns? That's why when it comes to staying cool, I trust the experts at Four Seasons. Our AC tune-up includes a 22-point inspection and complete cleaning. Hey, peace of mind for the entire season is only a tune-up away, especially with our 1-year no-breakdown guarantee. So join myself and over 250,000 families who trust their comfort to Four Seasons. For all the right reasons, call 866-4SEASONS.
What's the difference between good and great? Good is when your haircut costs less. Great is when it still meets high standards. At Great Clips, you'll always get the haircut you want for less. And with our easy online check-in app, you'll save time, too. Great Clips. It's gonna be great. What's the difference between good and great? Good treats you like a customer. Great treats you like a friend. From saving your haircut details and clip notes to saving you time with online check-in, Great Clips makes your life easier, just like a great friend should. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
We're home. Let's go.
What kind of SUV is that? It's a brand new Buick Enclave. That really makes it easy to unload all those little maniacs. Sure does. Hey, honey, we should get one of those and have like a ton more kids.
Yeah, I love that. More kids.
Yeah.
Introducing the all-new Buick Enclave, tomorrow's SUV for today's family. Get up to 14% below MSRP on most of these Buick models, or get over $6,400 on this 2019 Enclave Avenir. That's 11%.
This is pro. Hey, Cubs fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. All right, welcome back here to our Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois Cubs postgame live. Let's take a look at David's Key from the pregame show brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Get them on and get them in, kid.
All right, they had runners on base all game long, but these were the two biggest at-bats here. Right there in the 4th inning, Jason Hayward did his job, stayed up the middle, threw the baseball. They were 4 for 11 with runners in scoring position and 2 out RBI. Caratini had 2, Hayward had 1 as well. So they came up clutch in clutch situations.
Yeah, there's the triple from Jason Hayward. And yeah, he is busting it right out of the batter's box. And then Caratini cranked this one. Watch the right fielder. He doesn't even really.
Yep. You know, on a hot day like this, that ball's gone. You know right away as an outfielder. Once a guy hits it good, you can just give a couple steps just for the pitcher to make not show him up. But you give him a couple steps, but you just see how far that ball goes.
Yep, and it goes halfway up the bleachers there, and he gets it done. All right, Cubs will go off to Cincinnati. They're going to fly out here in a little bit. 3-game weekend series against the Reds, then on to Pittsburgh, then the White Sox. Tomorrow's opener will be Cole Hamels against Sonny Gray. He's 3-5 with a 4.03 ERA this season. As for Hamels, 6-2 with an earned run average of 2.92 this season. Last time out against the Mets, he gave up 3 runs over 7 innings of work, walking 2, striking out 5, and getting a no decision. It's a good opportunity for the Cubs to get up to a good start because he's been throwing the ball very well.
Yes, he's a guy that you can lean on. He's going to give you a quality start each and every time out. But the Cubs had struggled in Cincinnati, so it's getting some runs early will be key for the offense to get going, and then just let him start rolling, putting some zeros on the board, because when his changeup fastball combination is working, he's still one of the toughest to hit in the game.
All right, so there you see it. Cole Hamels against Sonny Gray. Anthony Rizzo is talking to the media right now in the clubhouse. Another Miller Lite game report. Let's go back to the clubhouse.
Tell the way you did?
Yeah, I was telling him it's his first game back. I signaled to Javi before I was going to throw it to second. Just figure I was deep in the outfield or deep on the grass. So you just assume in that situation, his first game back, the jitters, a ball hit hard, he's not going to cover. So it was like the perfect ball, so I couldn't throw it to Javi, so luckily we got the out.
What'd you say to Craig there?
He just said he'll cover. I was like, don't worry about it. You got to be ready for those situations.
So that was something you were thinking about even before the ball was hit, you're saying?
Yeah, you got to go over every situation, scenario in your head before every pitch, every play.
You like Sweet Child of Mine?
I like the 50-50 raffle better. And then I thought that was a good touch to a Hall of Fame closer coming in. 50-50 raffles.
Timing issues there?
It could be. Yeah, it was exciting. It was electric.
Comeback. Be able to come back from a team when you were down by 6-1, be able to come back against a pretty good team too.
Yeah, they're really good. We scratch and claw. They went up 6-1 earlier, and that's what we do. And if we make pitchers work like we did today, every single inning, every pitch, we're hard to beat.
81 in. I mean, you probably like where you're set up, but want to maybe take things to another level. What's your view? 81 games left.
Yeah, it's leave it all out there. A good week or a bad week, this division could flip really quick. So we got to stay on top of our game.
I like what he said. When we make pitchers work, we're really good. They did that today. They did a great job at watching certain pitches, spitting at certain ones, and then jumping on others. Hayward was prime example. Rizzo fouled a ton off before he walked. It was key. How do you continue to do that?
It's a mindset type of thing. It's going up there with a plan, with a purpose. Hey, the first few guys, we're going to work some pitches. Schwarber does a good job of jumping on some pitches, but he's got to get back to locking in, making the pitchers work. And that mentality at the top, it trickles down to the bottom of the lineup. And then everyone starts breeding in it. Then you start winning baseball games.
Contagious.
Exactly. That's the word I was going for.
All right. Now you go off to play the Reds. You've struggled with the Reds as a team.
Yeah.
Do you feel any special, guys, now with struggling with the Reds?
No, it's just, hey, this is another game.
Another day to click off the calendar.
That's exactly what it is. Hey, now we're in Cincinnati. Now we play the Reds. Now it's about the starting pitcher, Sonny Gray. As a hitter, do my job, get on base, work as a team, and then we know what Cole Hamels is going to do, put zeros on the board. We just got to score more than they do.
All right, there you go. I'll see you, kid, soon.
All right.
All right, thanks for watching Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cubs win. They get a win for Chatwood. They get a save for Kimbrel, and it was a lot of fun. Have a great night. Sports Talk Live at 6. See ya.